Hello, everyone. Welcome to this class called Beyond Paranoia. Hello. So at this moment, this is the safest way to do classes. I can cough and you will be safe. So, or in another, this is the polite way to say it. Or what I really mean is maybe if you cough, I'm safe. Okay. So, let me give you some information about this class of why I plan to do this class. So I just did some classes in Indonesia, and so now this coronavirus thing, it starts to spread a lot more in Southeast Asia, and now Malaysia is #1. Hey, congratulations! And I think some people will hate me for saying this. If you hate me for saying this, well, this Zoom is not for you, okay? So at this moment, what we need is a sense of humor, okay? Too many people taking this way too seriously. Wait, someone is with background noise? Okay, someone talking, all right. And so for those of you that are outside of Malaysia, so you may not know that in Malaysia right now, like people start to go crazy. So there are some people that don't care, and then there are some people that like freak out. They're like, oh my God, it's end of the world coming. We need to do this, we need to do that. So at this moment, one access consciousness tool that will set you free is the tool that a lot of people hate, okay? So it's called Who Does That Belong To? I will talk a lot more about that later. And for situation in Indonesia, it's a little bit different. So because I just did some classes in Indonesia, and then we happened to talk about something happened, I don't know how long ago, maybe 20 years ago. Like there was the riot in Jakarta or somewhere. So people there, they have experienced something like this, and they are still, a lot of them still living in fear. They are like, oh my God, something bad is going to happen again. If there is this virus outbreak, those people that are poor, they have no food, they have no money, they are going to cause problem again, blah, 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 blah. So different people live in different stories. So I will try my best tonight to see what I can give you so that you have more ease. Now, let me talk about paranoia a little bit. If something bad is going to happen, your paranoia is not going to help, okay? If you think about it, okay, let's say it will not happen. Whether you think about it or not, it will not happen. Let's say it will happen. Whether you think about it or not, it will still happen, okay? So you feeling paranoia, you feeling fearful, feeling anxious, and whatever else is not helping you at all, okay? And there are a lot of people living with fears, and we are perceiving it from so many people. And well, energetically, you are picking up from other people, and in real world, whenever if you open TV or if you go on Facebook or WhatsApp or whatever social media platform, you will see people just keep spreading all these things. Some of them are real, some of them are not real, but even if they are real, when people post it, they post it with the energy of fear. So how much fear have you all bought from other people, from basically everyone else? And you think it's yours. So everything there is times a gazillion, everywhere that you bought into fears, and you think it's yours, because at this very moment, you should be fearful. So you will justify why you have fear, okay? So everywhere that you bought into other people's fear, and you justify it as, you made it yours, and you justify why you must have it, why you should have it, will please destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and part, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, definitely a lot of energy with this one. Oh, I see someone from, hi Casey, I see someone from far, far, far away. So, how much fear have you bought into to prove you are human? You're like, everyone is afraid, I should be afraid. If I'm not afraid, I think I'm weird, I think I'm crazy. You know, when everyone is feeling fearful, if you are the only one still walk around happy, people think like, oh, you must be crazy. You have no common sense. Okay, you don't know what you are doing. You should be just hide at home, feeling fearful, and keep a lot of food, something. Okay, so you see, people will judge you if you are so different. And for a lot of you, I can see, because of you don't want to be judged, you join in the big crowd and start judging just like everyone else. So everywhere that you have been doing that, you join in the big crowd and do judgments together, and do judgments and do anger and do fear all together to avoid being judged. Will you please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good and bad, pop and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow. So if you have some questions about paranoia, if you are feeling something, please let me know. I will answer questions as best as I can. And a lot of people actually have, someone say hi from India, hi. So some people, they have paranoia, but they don't quite know they have it. They think that they are okay. So for example, this afternoon, after I announced this class, someone texted me like, hey Ryan, can you talk about this? Our government is doing this. And then, but this person act like, no, I'm not those crazy people out there. I'm not those paranoid out there. Okay, I'm okay. But then, when you ask me your questions, you're delivering that energy like, Ryan, you must solve this for me. Otherwise, you must change this for me. Otherwise, the government is going to kill us or something. Okay, so that is a form of paranoia, in case you didn't realize. Okay, so you see, at this moment, actually, what is really important is you have awareness. Okay, someone say, Guru Ryan will take your problems away. No, if there is a problem, I will run before you. Okay, because I have awareness, I will sense that problem is coming, I will run. Okay, that's my honest answer to you. Okay, so I'm not saying that like I'm definitely safe, but if you use your awareness, well, I should take that back. Okay, so if you use your awareness, if I use my awareness, I will be all right. Okay. There are a lot of things that you can do. Like if you strengthen your immune system, and of course you must have common sense. Hello, but common sense is something that is not so common right now. I don't know what's going on. So just for example, just a few hours ago, someone asked me in one of my participants group chat. They're like, Ryan, can I use killing energy to kill the virus? I was like, oh my God. All right. You need common sense, okay? Can I use my killing energy to kill your lack of common sense, please? So have common sense. But when I say common sense, I don't mean you follow what other people do, okay? You always check with your body. This is the best time for you to listen to your body, check with your body continuously, okay? So, and then a lot of people, of course, they don't listen to their body. If you listen to your body will tell you where you should go, where you should not go, what you should do, what you shouldn't do. Okay, let's say your body is telling you, okay, wear a mask, then wear a mask. Okay, if your body tell you like, nah, no worry, it's all good. Okay, you can trust your body, but if you function from fear, there is no way your body can tell you anything. Okay, so let's say your body is telling you, it's fine, but you're like, oh my God, there's virus everywhere. And you know, people that live in fear, they see everyone like they see virus. You know, they are just thinking everyone will spread virus to them. So you don't have to do this, okay? But then, so this is why I want to do this call tonight. It's mainly, well, not mainly, but well, a lot of my participants that I know, they are like, you have all these tools, but this is the best time for you to use them, okay? And if you can have ease in this situation, I think you can have ease your whole life. Okay, and Dr. Din actually said, if you can be happy at this moment, you can be happy your whole life, everywhere. Okay, and for those of you that, if you can keep creating at this moment, you can create anytime, anywhere. Okay, and a lot of people are like not creating using virus or as the excuse. They're like, oh my God, I cannot create now. Like no one is going to come to my class if you are a facilitator, or if you do some other things that you think the virus is affecting you. Your points of view creates your reality. Okay, if you think that because of blah 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 the virus thing, so people are not coming, you will die, you will have no money, you blah blah blah, you are using the virus as an excuse to not create. Okay, but let me tell you what. See, I see a lot of people in Access keep creating. They didn't stop, they didn't even slow down, they just keep creating. And so people that would create, they will create. People that will not create, people that are normally lazy, they just find a good excuse to not create, right? Hello. So how many of you are using this virus outbreak as your perfect excuse? Oh, and your fear as well as perfect excuses to not create. Everything there is times a godzillion. We will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and part, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Aha. So how many of you are using the, well, you see, if you are not interested in creating, even then when the virus is gone, you will still not be creating. You will find a different excuse. You will find a different reason to not create, okay? So please know, if you are truly interested and committed to creation, to creating your life, your future, nothing will stop you. And of course, don't let viruses or other people's stupidity, insanity, their craziness, their paranoia to stop you. Okay, so what is your personal best story? What is your personal best story to stop you from creating your life? So that you can live in fear just like everyone else, to pretend that you are normal. Everything dies times a godzillion. We will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and part, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Aha, okay. So let's see. Okay, so someone asked, how do you get rid of fear? Okay, so fear is a lie. Fear is not true. It's not real. Okay. And especially the more you function from fear, it's harder for you to change the situation. So with fear, there are a few possibilities. Number one, it's not yours. Hello. So that's why I said, you ask a lot of who does that belong to. I find that this is the question that a lot of people avoid. This is one simple tool that can give you a lot of ease, a lot of freedom, but so many people avoid that because you are so used to believing that everything is yours, and you are so used to believing that what are the situations that you should feel anxiety or fear. So when you have fear, you will just justify, oh, it's normal to have fear now, and then you forget to ask, who does that belong to? Okay, so number one, ask who does that belong to. So everyone, let's do that. So whatever thoughts, feelings, and emotions that you have right now regarding the situation, wherever you are, whether you are in Malaysia, Indonesia, India, China, or wherever else. So just get the energy, okay? Be honest with yourself. Don't let your mind freak you out, okay? So how many percentage of all these thoughts, feelings, and emotions do not belong to you? Like a lot? Like, well, I wouldn't say 100%, but I would say very, very close to 100%, okay? And if they are not yours, there's nothing you can do about them except return it back, okay? So a lot of people, one thing that I notice is a lot of people, they are trying to poke and pot everything. Okay, so they're like, oh my God, I have fear. I use clearing statement, poke and pot, poke and pot, poke and pot, poke and pot. Why am I still feeling fearful? Poke and pot, poke and pot, poke and pot, poke and pot, poke and pot. Okay, if you have been doing that again and again without seeing any changes, you need a different tool. Okay, keep doing the same thing, hoping a different result. You are crazy. If it is not yours, you cannot poke and pot it. Okay, because the point of creation is not with you. It's somewhere else, belongs to someone else. So now all these things that you have been trying to poke and pot, now get all this energy, all the thoughts, feelings, emotions. Okay, now with the willingness to let them go, don't think they are yours. Okay, if you think they are yours, you will not let it go. So with no points of view, are they yours or are they someone else's? Just say, return back to senders with consciousness attached. Okay, cool. I can see someone yawning, like, oh. Okay, that is just how your body releases the energy. Okay, so I can feel some energy release, and then there are still some that you are holding on to. If you ask who does that belong to and it doesn't work, very, very likely it's because you have already decided it's yours. So how many thoughts, feelings, emotions have you made yours? Have you made yours and possessed as yours? And how much energy are you using to do that? Everything takes times a gazillion. We will now destroy and credit all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all 9 short spoils and beyonds. How many thoughts, feelings, emotions have you made yours? Have you possessed as yours? And how much energy are you using to hold them in place? And you're wondering why who does that belong to doesn't work. Everything takes times a gazillion. We will now destroy and credit all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all 9 short spoils and beyonds. Oh, wow. So now get all these energies again. So just now you return a lot. Now with this clearing, now let's return all the remaining thoughts, feelings, emotions back. Okay, so get all these energies to say, return back to senders with consciousness attached. Okay, more. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk about all 9 short spoils and beyonds. Okay, how are you all doing? All good? Feeling lighter? Anyone? Any feedback? Okay, yes, someone said lighter, cool. So, okay, so just now I said that, so fear, the number 1 possibility is not yours, okay? Always start with this. At least 98% of the thoughts, feelings, emotions do not belong to you. So start with this. And then if the fear still remain, okay, so you ask, is this a distractor implant? You know, we have been running bars with we start with the implant band. So there are a lot of things implanted in us. Fear is something that we call distractor implant. So it really, all it ever does is to distract you, okay? So let's say you are, how should I say it? No, normally, you see, let's say you have done a lot of access classes. You know all these tools, but you know when you are feeling fearful, when you are scared, you're like, oh my God, and then suddenly you panic, and then you just forgot all the tools that you have learned before. So this is because you got distracted, and then you start to wonder, what's wrong, where's the problem, how should I fix this, and then you even forget, you even forgot to ask who does that belong to. So it is a distractor implant. So if it is a distractor implant, you need to poke and pot the distractor implant. Okay, so everywhere that you have fear about the current situation, so all the distractor implants creating all that, will please destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, poke and pot, all 9 short spoils and beyonds. all the distractor implants, creating all the fear, will you please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. So number 1, it belongs to someone else's. Number 2, it's a distractor implant. Number 3, usually it is excitement that we misidentify as fear. But in this case, I don't think you misidentify anything. I don't think you misidentify excitement as fear. But these are the only 3 possibilities if you have fear. Okay, so someone else's distractor implant or excitement. So another thing that is also a distractor implant is doubt. So with doubt, it will also distract you from your awareness. So in this case, all you need to do is to say, destroy and create all the distractor implants, holding in place all the doubt. Okay, so let's clear that. So everywhere that you have doubt, you don't function from awareness, but you full of doubt, like who might spread virus to you, what will happen next. So all the distractor implants of doubt, will you please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. You can actually POC and POD, both of them together. So all the distractor implants, creating doubt and fear, will you please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. All right. So somebody asked me how to protect the family or the loved one from this issue. Well, it depends when you say family, who do you mean? Okay, if you mean like your children, let's say you have children, of course you can educate them, you can lock them in your house, okay, if they are so unaware and if you insist to protect them. But if let's say they are adults, okay, why would you want to protect them? That's my question for you. Okay, of course, you see, I have a very different point of view. My real point of view is the stupid should die. Okay, so don't protect anyone. Okay, but as I said, if they are your children, that's a different case. But if they are adult and they are behaving so stupidly, and then yes, they might affect you. Let's say they go out and then they do something crazy and then they might bring the virus back. You always have a choice to go somewhere else. Okay, unless you are in a complete lockdown situation. But if you are in a complete lockdown situation, the crazy people in your family, in your house cannot go out either. So why would you worry that, right? So, so for example, right now I'm far away from everyone, so I'm not seeing my family. So it's just for my own peace. That's what I would choose. You always have a choice. Please know, you always have a choice. No matter what the situation is, you always have a choice. And I can also sense that when I say you always have a choice, I can sense that the energy is like bouncing back, like no one really could get this energy of, can perceive that you have choice. So how many lies are you using to believe you don't have choices, to believe you don't have choices or you have limited choices in this situation? Everything dies times a gazillion, will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So how many lies are you using to believe you don't have choices or you have limited choices in this situation? Everything dies times a gazillion, will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. See, the belief of you don't have choice is also what is creating fear. You're like, oh my God, I must do this, I must do that. Okay, if I don't do this, something bad will happen. Okay, one thing that can help you is ask questions. Okay, if you ask enough questions, different possibilities will show up. So this is not a good thing to share, but I will share it. So now I'm hiding somewhere. So for those of you that, let me put it this way. So the hotels in Malaysia have been instructed to close. Okay, so everyone should check out. But I'm inside a hotel, being locked inside a hotel, happily. Okay, so before I check in, the manager called me. The manager is like, well, everyone have to check out. You cannot come. And guess what? Ask questions. If you ask questions, possibilities will show up. And then somehow, oh, by the way, it's easier because of the hotel manager is a humanoid. You know, humanoid is different. Humanoid, you're like, yeah, oh yeah, we have possibilities. So the manager let me stay. So just for your information. But I wouldn't say where I am, just not to give them trouble. So what questions can you ask? What questions can you ask to create possibilities when everyone believes there's no possibility? Let me repeat that. What questions can you ask to create possibilities when everyone else believes there's no possibility? Everything that doesn't allow that times a gazillion will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, punk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. What questions can you ask to create possibilities when everyone else believes there's no possibility? Everything that doesn't allow that times a gazillion will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, punk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so think about it. What question can you ask so that you can have more ease in this situation? Like, can you use this time?
Yang bagian.
Oh, someone say something? Okay, never mind. So think about it. What question can you ask here? Instead of trying to do what everyone else do, follow the majority, what question can you ask? So someone asked me, can you explain more how to deal with the real threats, such as here in Indonesia? The one that we really fear is like in 1998, the riot, where thousands of people killed. We can clear the fear, but the threat are real. You see, during 1998, you didn't die, okay? So you didn't, I know you all have seen so many people got killed, but you didn't die. What does that mean? You had awareness, and you still have awareness, and you have now done access, you have even more awareness, okay? Trust that you will always know what to do, where to go, or where to hide, if you need to. But you see, you are calling it a real threat. This is how you make it very significant. Let's say nobody knows will it happen or not, okay? But now, when you say it's a real threat, you are using a lot of energy to prove it, and you try to convince me that it is real, it is big, it is significant, you should be fearful, okay? No, you will not be able to convince me. You are only convincing yourself. So how many points of view are you using to convince yourself the problem you believe are real? Everything there is comes to Godzillion, will not destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, punk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So how many points of view are you using to convince yourself to believe the problems that you believe and you were told are real? Everything there is times a Godzillion, will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, punk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Ooh. All right, that's a lot. So how many points of view are you using to convince yourself to believe, to believe what you were told are real. And real and life-threatening. Okay, so put it this way. Everything dies times a gazillion will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POT, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so run this clearing a lot and don't buy into other people's point of view. There will be a lot of people with the same fear, with the same points of view. And let's say you have no fear. It doesn't mean, and then let's say you have no fear and then you believe, oh, nothing bad will happen. Okay, this is incorrect as well. This is not awareness. This is a conclusion. Okay, whether you have conclusion about something bad will happen or you have conclusion that something bad will not happen, they are equally conclusions, and these conclusions shut your awareness. Okay, if you know you should run, run. That's all I can tell you. But if you keep needing and wanting to convince me your threat is real, I cannot help you, unfortunately. So, someone just unmute herself. Do you have a question? Or okay, so someone asked me, what does one do if the country's policies and decisions are not so smart? Yeah, you mean Malaysia, right? Okay, I got it. Like they are not banning huge religious gathering. Well, so I don't know where you are from. I don't know which country you are referring to, but Malaysia is definitely one of those. Okay.
From India.
Okay. Hi. Okay. Cool.
Hi. They're still allowing some religious gatherings to happen, which are very, very huge, and we all self-quarantining ourselves in our houses, and they're doing things which are completely opposite to what we are doing. So yes, it's almost like it's almost two different things happening at the same time.
Okay, it's the same with Malaysia. Okay, so now Malaysia has the most confirmed cases in Southeast Asia, and a lot of them it happened because of one religious gathering. Okay, so just for your information, we have done that. Okay, and I'm still alive. So
the 3 days later, there is a gathering planned like that. So yeah, it's a very big gathering.
I really wish I can do something, but then you see, so all these access tools are amazing. Okay, when we, especially now we are like almost 100 of us here. When there are like 100 people here, we can definitely contribute energies to create something. But if you have judgments, if you have expectation of what should show up, what should not show up, what people should do, what people should not do, those expectations will make whatever we can contribute to either not work or maybe get worse. Okay, so let's see if we can clear some of those expectations and see what we can do later. Okay, so thank you for your question.
Thank you.
I would definitely love to be able to do that because, well, I think Malaysia have a lot of crazy people. So, okay, so someone asked, is it like distracted by the problems you're aware of and fix them? Okay. A lot of us are so used to fixing problem, okay? It's like fixing your problem is your default mode. So when there is a problem, or let's say you perceive some fear, instead of asking question like who does that belong to, you immediately go into, okay, where else can I fix? What can I fix? What point of view do I have that's creating the fear? See, it feels like you are asking question, but your question here is with some conclusion. You have pre-conclusion of, okay, it must be your own problem and you need to fix something, okay? So that pre-conclusion of the problem must be yours is what stops us from really asking who does that belong to. So let me give you an example. So this person that asked me this, he's from India. So I just went to India last month for the ESB class. And I still remember this. After the class, while I was at the airport, prepared to fly away, I felt so tired. I was like, oh my God, tired. So I was like dragging my body, dragging my luggage, and then I start to ask, okay, what's wrong here? What's wrong with me? Okay, what am I tired of? Why am I so tired? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, it feels like I'm using access consciousness tools, but then I missed the whole point. Okay, the tiredness, it wasn't mine, but I immediately went into fixing problem. Okay, the problem must be somewhere inside me. Okay, so how many of you believe if there's a problem, you are the source of the problem, and you will never consider to ask who does that belong to? Everything there is times a godzillion will now destroy and create all. Source of the problem, right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow, so how many of you have this, have points of view like this? You are the source of problem. If there's a problem, it must be yours, and that stops you from asking who does that belong to. Everything there is times a godzillion will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so what else can I answer? Okay, so someone asked me, how do you deal with visual flashes of suffering you would have in the future? Okay, this is quite interesting. The future is not fixed. The future is totally changeable. Okay. If you perceive something bad will happen to you or about you in the future, it could be you are being paranoia. So that could be one of the answer. But let's say it is purely awareness. Okay. If you are aware of it, you have a chance of changing it. Okay. So this is where you use all the tools to change the energy of the situation so that the actual situation will change. If you just perceive it and then you think, oh my God, this is definitely real. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. All you have is conclusions, and more fear. It will not change. Okay. So be happy that you have this awareness. Let's say it's awareness. Okay. Now, what question can you ask that will change this? So just now I gave you a clearing. What question can you ask that will create possibility even when everyone else believes there's no possibility? And for you here, what questions can you ask to change this, to create a different future? So everything that doesn't allow that times a godzillion will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So everyone, everything that you have decided will happen in the future, and everything that you have decided will very likely to happen in the future, that puts you in fear, that locks you in fear. Oh, you are experiencing lockdown. That's called, you lock you in fear. Everything that is times a godzillion will now destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Wow. Everything that you have decided will happen in the future, or very likely will happen in the future, that puts you in fear and lock you in fear, and you just keep assuming those things must be real. Will you please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so I would like to do some 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is about changing the future. But as I said, no expectation, please. All we ever want is to ask for different possibilities, ask for new possibilities. So all the expectation that you have about what's good, what should happen in the future, and it means good, and everything, everywhere that you want you are so rigid, you are so stubborn, and all you want is one definite outcome. Okay, well, so everywhere that you have one definite outcome, and you're so invested in that, that keeps you from functioning from questions and awareness. Will you please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 short spoils and beyonds. Everywhere that you believe there's only one definite good outcome, will you please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 short spoils and beyonds. Okay, so let's do some 1, 2, 3, 4 together to create a different future. Okay, nobody knows what will happen next, but a different future and ask for more ease. Okay, so what does it mean ask for more ease? Let's say really there are a lot more viruses going crazy, going wild. Okay, you can still have ease. Okay, so that's I would say that's more important. If you are not willing to have ease, okay, if you are not willing to have ease, even if you are hiding at home, you will still not have ease. You will be mentally crazy. So ask for ease. That I would say that's the most important for now. Casey say thank you. So thank you, Casey. Thank you for joining me, and your energy is contributing. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's do some 1, 2, 3, 4 and ask for more ease. You need to choose to have more ease. Okay, choose more ease, ask for more ease and a different future. So on 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. A different future and more ease. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, now more ease for whoever that will choose more ease around you. That could be including your family. They don't have to have done any access classes. They don't have to believe access. They can still think that you are weird, but we can energetically include them. Okay, if they are willing to have more ease, let's include them on 4. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, okay. I'm not sure if you all noticed this. When I first asked to do some 1, 2, 3, 4, you have some energy like, yes, I would like to create a different future. But when I say include your family, include people around you, suddenly you're like, yes, let's go. Okay. So you are more willing when other people are involved. What if you are willing to be this energy with yourself? Okay. You see, when I say create a change for you, you commit maybe 20%. When I say include other people, maybe you commit like 70%. So you care about other people a lot more about you. I'm not saying caring about other people is bad or wrong, but you need to care about yourself, for yourself, equally as much, if not more. So everywhere that you exclude you in your act of kindness, you are always only thinking about other people, being kind and caring to other people, and you always forget you exclude you. You're always the last one that receive some magic, some changes, some possibilities. Will you please destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 short spoils and beyonds. Now, let's do that again. Let's do the 1, 2, 3, 4 again. Now, this time, please include you a lot more. We will still include other people, but include you a lot more. Ask for ease for yourself and for everyone else that you are connected to, that you care about, that are willing to have ease. And if they are not willing, let them be, okay? You cannot save them. So on 4, different future and more ease. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's a lot better this time. Do you all get that? Do you all get that? So, okay, just want to make that comment. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I don't know what else I want to talk about. So someone said, thank you. These few days, I feel so tired. Whenever I wake up, and after the clearing, I feel lighter and not so tired anymore. That means it's not yours, okay? So, okay, just want to share a quick story of this thing called Who Does That Belong To? before we end this Zoom. So one of my friends, she hate this question a lot, okay? So if you're listening, you know this you, okay? So whenever she asks question, so she have some problems in her life, in her body, and then she will ask like, I have this problem, and then I always look at her like, who does that belong to? And then she always look at me with the face like she's about to kill me, like, can you ask me a different question? Why are you only asking this question? Let me tell you what, if you feel this, why Ryan keep asking me this question, it's because you are defending for those problems. You have decided they are yours and you are defending them. When someone else tell you, or not tell you, but to ask you a question for you to have the awareness of, it might not be yours, it will trigger your defense. You're like, oh, I want to kill someone, okay? So, and then very recently, a miracle happened, and then she said, oh my God, now I finally realize how important this tool is, how great this tool is. I will use that a lot more. So for all of you that hate this tool called Who Does That Belong To, I have a question for you. How much of your hatred of this question belongs to someone else? Hey, how many people hate Who Does That Belong To and you think it's yours? See, the tool that can set you free is still the same thing. Who does that belong to? So, everywhere that other people avoid asking who does that belong to, they have judgment about this tool, they have disbelief about this tool, and you perceive it, you made it yours, and you refuse to use this tool. Will you please destroy and credit all? Right, wrong, good and bad, top and hot, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Ha 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 ha. This is so funny. Okay. So someone asked me, can you, okay, Ryan, anyway, can you explain about death? Death is death, so what? Maybe one of the paranoia that many people have is regarding this also. As I said, well, okay, this is just my personal point of view. Living in fear, what's the point? To me, I think death is a better choice. That is just my own point of view, okay? So death is just death. Death is just a choice. If you will not choose death, you will not die. Death is not something that randomly happened. It is not a punishment from God, okay? So everywhere that you believe, you are so much buying into death is a trauma, death is a tragedy, death is not a choice, death is accidental, and death is wrongness. Instead of seeing death is nothing but just a choice, where you please destroy and create it all. Right, wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. All right, so that's my answer for you. If you don't choose death, no worry, no worry. All right, so I believe I've answered all the questions. Whatever that I want to talk about, I have talked about. Please use all these tools and have a lot more ease. Remember, choose ease, okay? If you choose ease in every situation, in any situation, you will have ease. If you don't choose ease, even when the virus is gone, you will still have a crappy life. Choose ease. That's my last word for you. So thank you everyone for listening and whatever that we have done together to contribute to. And thank you, Vinda, for translating to Indonesian. All right, so thank you everyone. Good night. Bye-bye. Hope to see you in person one day, somewhere, sometime, after the virus is gone. Or maybe when the virus is still around. We will win, okay? Don't worry. See ya.